Alright, we brought the Hope to Terra 2. Skip drived it over to Phineas's lab. We're supposedly close to it, I think. And now I guess we get to see what's going on with the ship. Wonder where we're gonna go next.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission from Dr. Wells. The transmission is marked with priority status. Urgent!
Urgent!
Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Thank the Lord you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible? How can I be of assistance?
I'm in the mood for some entertainment. Yeah. I don't know. Talk to you later, Ada.
You do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Okay. Well, looks like we gotta go help Phineas. How are we looking for some... We should probably get a little bit of sleep. Right?
I so enjoy watching you sleep for hours on end, Captain. It's quite
Okay, we don't need too much.
entertaining.
Just a little bit of sleep will be nice.
And whimper.
Hopefully Phineas could handle that. Handle the board for a little bit, you know? It's not like Sophia Akonde's still around. So I guess we'll use that. Got any more water? Please tell me we got water. We got milk. It's a sugary drink. Cow milk. Retro rockets. Come on, we don't have any you don't have any drinks. You gotta be kidding me. What about this? Does this work? Yeah, it does. Nice. A caffeinated drink worked. Okay, well, let's transition. Do we transition? No. We gotta make a move. We gotta go to Phineas's lab. That's where we're going next.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Congratulate you. We're obviously going solo. That's how we've been rolling. Phineas's improved science lab. We gotta save him from all these corporate guys. Sophia Akonde's gone, so it shouldn't be that bad, I would think. We wiped out a lot of board guys already. There's a corporate trooper right there, another one. And then a giant, like, pig. This guy looks like... He guy went down. This guy's a little bit... Oh, yeah. Corporate trooper. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh. What weapon was that? That wrecked me. Damn it. A little too slow on the punch there. We'll get through this though. It's a bad sign though. We're already getting slaughtered. We didn't even enter the front door. We should be good. I think I'm ready for this. Come on. Here's this guy. Gotta make sure they don't see us. You know? Just make sure they don't see us. Oh, they're coming.
Damn it! Anybody got eyes on him? Come on out!
Reminds me of Skyrim. Okay, good. Now we can line them up. The technician, the commander, 100%. slay the commander. Is the commander still alive?
Die, miscreants!
Stay back! Stay back in the name of the law! Oh, we don't have ammo. This is the guy who slayed me last time, the technician. These shots do a lot. Give ourselves a little boost. There we go. Lined him up. Got the commando down. These weapons bombard enemies with N-rays. When an enemy takes enough N-ray damage, they start damaging. There's Bubbles. I wonder if that's Phineas's friend. Look at these pigs. What's going on here? Messages. Blythe. Explain details later. Will be difficult to reproduce. Need your help. All necessary materials should be present in Halcyon, but locations elude me. Dump the new Associate Dirtside Terra 2 near Edgewall. Okay, this is... we read this already. Yeah, we read this. So this was his spot. They somehow broke into here. He dealt with a couple of them. Hopefully Phineas is still alive. There's his main terminal. All these pigs. Never really looked at Phineas's lab that much. Cyst pig hoof. What's this thing? He's doing something with that. What's in here? Examine. You spent over 4 decades in space with nothing but technology of this little chamber keeping you alive. The rest of your fellow colonists are still trapped in similar chambers, waiting for you to restore them. Hopefully they're okay. And not as psychotic as I am. We've ruined a lot of people's lives. But we're doing it to help them eventually. Hack, bypass. We can't even hack. That sucks. It's too bad we couldn't hack that. It kind of makes me want to level up hacking. We got some good details there. What's going on here? Well, we can open this bad boy up. What about this guy? Kind of slow now. This was his bed. He had a nice little spot. Gonna have to get rid of some stuff though. Got a lot of guns. Go value to weight ratio. And we'll break down that. Should repair. All these melee weapons and stuff. There we go. These can go as well. There we go. It's a decent amount of weight. Repair that. Repair. Don't have enough to repair. Plasma carbine. So what's going on here? Okay. So we need to be able to hack that. If we can't hack that, we're... Okay. Well, we just learned something new. Gotta get our hack up. You gotta be a hacker. So it must be really hard to beat this game if your character's dumb. Imagine you never leveled anything into hacking? I'd be like, wow. Can't even beat the game. So let's see where our character's at skill-wise. Hack is at 60, so we only need 5. So we just need 1 level. We just need to hit level 20. And we're good. That's correct, right? With the Hope now orbiting Terra 2, return to Phineas' lab and speak about the next steps. Phineas sent you a transmission screaming about corporate pigs. Find Phineas' lab was ransacked. Search his lab for additional info. Phineas' computer is locked. Search the area for the passcode. As per official arrest protocol outlined in Defense Logistic Incarceration A433, whatever. The individual who has been detained at this location must appear in an official Halcyon court at the appointed date and time with this paperwork in order to register that they are indeed properly arrested for crimes listed under their name. Failure to appear at the appointed date and crime and time with this paperwork will result in additional late fees and rescheduling of the prisoner's appointed incarceration registration date. Failure to appear to the subsequent court dates may incur additional fees. Halcyon Court is not responsible for missed appointments that are a consequence of being held within a locked cell or other high security containment location. Please note that this is the only copy of this receipt that you will receive, and that is your responsibility to have it with you when you appear for your registration session. So what do? They put that on his wall? So now we have to look for the way to bypass it. We could bypass it if we had hack high enough. So it's really... But there is a password. Supposedly there's a password that we can find. Phineas' terminal passcode. It's inside the pig. That's hilarious. Enter the passcode. If you are seeing this screen, Phineas V. Wells has been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarus. If I have not already been executed for charges leveled against me, I hope the person reading this terminal find a way to finish my work or rescue me, preferably the latter. The screen constitutes my last will and testament. I command my body and my belongings to the icy depths of the aether. If this is Commander Trev, I prepared an emergency care package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. Let's check his personal files. First entry. The Hope made it to Halcyon after all. 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They've tried absolutely nothing, and apparently they're all out of options. Boulder Dash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident that I can find a way to receive the Hope's colonists. If only corporate would authorize my request. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense. Did Newton beg permission from his employers before discovering the 3 laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope has a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board particularly expects a few to go missing. Second entry. 113 seconds, new record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds on average before total cellular liquefaction reduces them to several gallons of organic soup, 3 degrees above freezing temperature. 113 seconds of screaming. This subject was stronger than the others, but in the end his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject to die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know the Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I've only experimented on 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revive a single subject? 1, 10, 100, 500? Statistically insignificant. If I experiment on 1 subject every month, I would not make a dent in the host population in a lifetime. You can still hear the screaming, trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating, psychological toll. Significant on to subject number 13. Final entry. I always suspected this would happen. The board finally discovered what I'd done and sent their headhunters to track me down, and they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they're right. I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not about Not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They're the only people who can set things right, and I'm going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, I have my equipment, and now I have this lab. It's time to I return to my work. Okay, let's open the panel. And yeah, we'll exit here. Return the route and exit. Well, it looks like the board gave up on these people, so he said, you know what, I'm going to try to save them, but a couple people had to die in the process, which is too bad. Pick up the Tartarus deck. Now we're level 20. Finn's Force. That's pretty cool, we got level 20. And we finished the quest, kept secret, but not forgotten. So I think we might get our... we're gonna get our hack up to 65. Yeah, that's just what we'll do now. We'll just get hack up, so we can hack stuff. What's it at now? 70. Alright, we'll just do that. Perks. Gain a perk. Movement speed. 15% restored per kill. That's pretty good. 65% movement penalty to accuracy. I don't know. Base armor rating. That's pretty good. I like the base armor rating. Actually, can we do tier 3? Can we do tier 3? We can. Science weapons do 50%. 100% ranged weapon sway. 100% movement penalty. Your next attack after killing an enemy is a guaranteed crit. That's pretty amazing. 10% armor rating. 100% skill. 100 kilogram carrying capacity. 20% damage. 33%. 30% damage while under 25% health. I don't really like that. I'm just going to take the carrying capacity. But we can't. What? Oh, we need to get another perk before we can get to these guys. Okay, we'll take the base armor rating. Alright, let's move on. I guess we go back to the ship. And, that's what happened at Phineas's lab. Hopefully our hack is high enough now so we can get through some more stuff. We don't have to find passcodes. It's funny how he left the passcode in the pig. Should have known. Let's go back to the Hope.